Hello guys, welcome to another video in this course. In the previous video, I showed you how to get initialize a Node project and also how to install Express as a package in our Node project. And we also got this little server of ours up and running. So in this video, I'm going to explain what we did here and why it is very important. But before I do that, I want to take us on a little journey to how web servers work actually, because if we don't get this concept here, it's going to be very difficult for us to move forward or to move on. So here is a simple diagram that shows three parties right here. So we have the clients, we have the internet, and also we have the server. So these are actually the parties involved whenever we are communicating through the internet or whenever we are browsing the internet. So they're actually those three parties: the client, the internet, and the server. So if you are visiting a website, for example, if I visit this Express website right now, I am the client, or more specifically, my system is the client. So the server is the machine or the storage device that is housing this website currently. So it's actually a storage device or a computer that is storing this website, the HTML files, all the files needed to render this website right now. That's the server. And it's also the one managing what I see, what is rendered to me, some calculations at the back end, database communications, and other things like that. So that is what the server does. And the internet is just the thing that connects us together. So those are actually the three things that we are going to be discussing. Well, most especially the clients and the server. So we are not going to talk about the internet because we don't really need to know how the internet works. All we need to know that is that the client is involved and also the server is involved. So now, the client to server communication is a directional communication. So it's something that goes in both ways. So the client communicates with the server, and the server in turns communicates with the client. So whenever a client side or a client machine or your system is communicating with a server, call that a request. So if you're trying to visit a website and you punch in the URL, for example, expressjs.com, you punch in this URL, you're actually making a request to the server that is hosting this file right now. The thing is, this domain or this URL is being mapped to an IP address of a machine or a computer that exists on the internet. So you are making a request to this machine, and the request you are making is for a front end file like this. So you are typing this URL expressjs.com, you're asking for an HTML file that is being rendered to us right now. So that is how it works. So whenever a client side makes or communicates with the server, we call that a request. So here we are requesting for front end resources from the server. Now, there are also other resources or other requests that can be made. For example, if I try to search something here, let's say I type routing, so and I see some things rendered for me right here right now. So this might also be handled as a request that is being made to the server and also be handled by the server. For example, if I click on this routing right now, it sends me another file right here. So this is also coming from server. So server manages all these requests that we're making, and it gives us a response according to the request that we make. So that is that for client to server communication. Now, for server to client communication, we call that a response, just like I said. So you make a request, you punch in the URL, that is a request. The server sends you back the HTML, that is a response. So you make a request, you get a response. So now that is pretty much what Express does for us as a framework, though that and among and other things are more than that. But we use Express on Node.js because Node.js is actually a server-side language. It's a language that is used to write server scripts, that is scripts or codes that runs on your server. So we use Express to manage things like this, to manage client-server communications, to manage client requests, to send resources to clients, to communicate with database, and among other things. While Express is a framework that makes this much more easier for us to do. So it gives us all the tools we need. It helps us to be able to listen for requests and also send response back to the client. So and it also helps us to build something called an API. Now an API is something like um, a worker that manages all the client's requests and make sure that the clients get whatever they want. So it also helps us with that and also among other things. So now that is why right here I am doing something like app.listen. So app is actually an instance of Express. Now I'm asking the server A or Express in this case to listen for requests. Right now, so the server is up and running. As you can see here, let me just stop this and run this file again. So as you can see, the server is running right now, so it is in a very good position to start receiving requests. So now, in the next video, we are going to start with creating endpoints and listening for requests on our server. So I'll see you in the next video. But before then, remember to leave a like to this video if you enjoy it, and also subscribe to this channel if you've not done so, and also do well to share this video with your friends. And I'll see you in the next video.